Sky Watchers, and welcome to the sky above us. I'm James Albury, and I'm your tour guide to the night sky. Happy 2024! As part of our New Year's tradition on the sky above us, we're going to outline some of the really cool things to look out for in the coming year. What am I talking about? Let me show you. We're going to have some wonderfully close pairings of the planets with each other and the moon in 2024. At the beginning of the year, we have a close pairing of the moon and the ringed planet Saturn right after sunset on January 14th in the constellation of Aquarius the Water Bearer. 4 days later, the moon zips past Jupiter on January 18th in Aries the Ram. Then, in February, the moon encounters Jupiter again on Valentine's Day, February the 14th, shortly after sunset. Now, if you're a morning person, Venus and Mars will be super close together just before sunrise on February 22nd. The pair will be very close to the horizon, so you'll have to have a clear view, and since the sun will be rising shortly after Venus and Mars appear, you won't have much time, so set your alarm. A month later, Venus pairs up with Saturn for an even closer separation. Unfortunately, they'll be so close to the sun that it'll be very challenging to see them. Now, if you wait until the first week of May, the moon plays a celestial game of hopscotch with Saturn, Mars, and Mercury on May 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, just before sunrise in the constellations of Aquarius and Pisces. Jupiter and the red planet Mars have a super close pairing on the morning sky on August the 15th in the constellation of Taurus the Bull. The moon will pass close to Saturn every month between September through December. The closest pairing will be during the occultation of Saturn by the moon on the evening of November 10th. An occultation is when the moon passes directly in front of a planet or a star. Like a solar eclipse, you have to be in the right place at the right time to see an occultation. So even if you aren't under the path for the occultation, you'll still see the moon super close to Saturn all night long. As far as eclipses go, we won't have any total lunar eclipses until 2025. However, there will be a penumbral lunar eclipse on March 25th this year, and a partial lunar eclipse on September 17th. As for solar eclipses, we have a total solar eclipse on Monday, April 8th, visible across North America from Mexico and southern Texas, all the way to Vermont and Maine. Most of the United States will see a partial solar eclipse. Then, on Wednesday, October 2nd, there will be an annular solar eclipse visible from the southern tip of Chile and Argentina. We'll have more information about these eclipses as we get closer. Lastly, here's the list of some of the popular meteor showers for the year. The quadrantid meteor shower peaks on January 4th. The Lyrids peak on April 22nd. The Capricornids peak on July 30th. The always popular Perseids peak on August 12th. The Draconids peak on October 8th, followed by the Orionids, which peak on October 21st. And to round out 2024, the Leonids peak on November 17th, and the Geminids will peak on December 14th. Keep in mind that the phase of the moon can adversely affect meteor viewing. Unfortunately, half of the popular meteor showers this year will be affected by the moon. The Perseids, though, will be worth waking up for, so check back with us as we get closer to those dates, and I'll give you a heads up on what to expect. All right, my friends, mark your calendars so you don't miss some of the cool astronomical happenings in 2024. Before you go, visit our website, theskyaboveus.org. From there, you can watch previous episodes, listen to the Sky Above Us podcast, get the Sky Above Us merchandise, and you can even ask me an astronomical question that I'll answer in a future episode. 2024 is going to be full of astronomical wonders, so make sure you remember to keep looking up.